Hello and welcome to this week's episode of The Wrap Up right here on The Dogs TV. And folks, we have another big week to get through. First up, we travel to Richmond for the running of the Ladbrokes Richmond Oaks and Derby. We hear from all of the trainers post-race on what was an emotional night. Next, we move to the Riverina for this year's Ladbrokes Temora Cup, before we go west for the running of this year's heats of the Sky Racing Perth Cup and Galaxy. And finish with a look at all of the headlines making news around the industry. But first up on today's episode, we travel to Londonderry for Richmond's Night of Nights, the Ladbroke Richmond Oaks and Derby. In front of a strong crowd at the Hawkesbury track, the night would see a range of race events take place, from the Group 2 Cups to the memorial events, along with a launching pad for the youngsters. The first of the two feature events of the night would be the Oaks, where it was an all-family affair with Hank Vandenberg's Wildflyer going into the race as favourite from the pink, and his brother Leo Sniffy there in the red. There were several class greyhounds in between, but when it came time, it was a Vandenberg greyhound who stood up to the plate.
Racing, Fire and Ice 12th, beginning quickly. Sniffy from the inside is driving through and will lead from a wall of headed by Fire and Ice back over on the inside, getting a rails run. Midnight Waltz, they'll followed by wider out was Coringa Lucy back on the inside, really unreal. Further back, Zest to Excel, Prim and Proper, and Wildfire is last of all. Sniffy led coming to the turn. Midnight Waltz, the boulder on the outside, Sniffy in front. Midnight Waltz trying hard. Sniffy goes all the way in the Oaks.
Following the race, Leo was speechless, struggling to contain the emotion of winning the biggest race of his career.
It's just unbelievable. My heart's racing a million miles an hour, I tell you. Yeah, I've never ever thought I'd be in one of those races, but it's just, it's great. It's great. Mate, from training dogs for so long, for 55 years, and finally get in a big race and to win it is just unbelievable. Just great, mate. It's a great feeling. Just lost for words.
Congratulations to Leo on this landmark victory. Seeing your emotion there makes this win that little more special. Now, onto the second feature event of the night, where it would be the boys taking on the Richmond Derby. Arguably one of the best greyhounds going around in New South Wales right now, King Kratos would go into the event as the favourite, however would face stiff opposition in Tennessee Tiger, Waging War, and a special Queenslander who proved the one to catch.
Race racing, Oh Mickey began well and is burning. My Bros Ethics came out running, but Oh Mickey charges over and led by 3, and there was dramas behind him. King Kratos is going to second, then Zipping Zeke followed up by Waging War, the inside rouse. They'll followed by My Bros Ethics and then Dylan's Magic. Tennessee Tiger at the tail of the field. Oh Mickey led, King Kratos and Zipping Zeke are coming. Oh Mickey turned the leader. He's going to do the Derby double. Oh Mickey brilliant in the Richmond Derby.
The win for Oh Mickey created history as he became just the second greyhound alongside Jagger Swagger to claim both the National and Richmond Derby in the 1 year. Trainer Clint Kratzman dedicated the win to his family during what was an emotional time.
Unbelievable. I can't describe it. He's a special little dog. Kids at home, I wish they were here tonight, but it's very special. It is. It's for my young bloke. He's at home. It's for him, and he's dream of this, and it's happening. It's unbelievable. He's just a wonderful little dog, and I never thought it would happen to me, and I never thought I'd be training it either. I've always had good trainers around me, and they've always given me great advice, which I'm thankful for. But this dog trains himself.
Well, congratulations to Clint and his team. We can see just how much that special win from a special greyhound meant to you. Next from Richmond, we saw the running of the two memorial events, the John McComb Memorial Stakes, along with the Frank Kennedy Memorial, named in honour of two men who helped shape not just greyhound racing in Richmond, however right across the state of New South Wales in its early days of formation. The first of the two events, the John McComb, will be taken out by Zipping Byron in a time of 30 and 67.
Zipping Byron away in a hurry. Zipping Byron's going to drive through, and he had control of the race. Spirit of Arlene went to third, Knighthood back to, Spirit of Arlene to second, Knighthood back to third and sixth from the leader. And then Dissociative, Warden and Bugatti, Spark at the tail, Zipping Byron the pilot by 2, hooking to the outside, now back to the rails, Spirit of Arlene, Zipping Byron in front, he's going to be too good, packed too many guns.
Trained by Patricia Parker, her son Jackson was on hand on the night and was thrilled to be able to claim this win for his family.
Yeah, mate, it's good first start with him, and it's just good to get the win first up. We drew the inside, and I liked his chances tonight, so yeah, happy with that.
In the Frank Kennedy Memorial, it would be Good One who would prevail over the distance and take out the event for trainer Harry Sarkis in front of the Kennedy family.
Good One, he's on the move, he's up to fourth. And then Typhoon to excel. They'll followed up by High Siam, Midnight Joyce, and Bad Boy Goodsy at the rear. Down the back, Old Mick Banner led. Not for long, here's Good One. Moving up strongly on the outside. Good One went straight on by Old Mick Banner, and Good One is going to bolt up the Frank Kennedy Memorial. Good One by 9.
Yeah, it's a good run, you know, it's his second start for me, and we bought him for the plans of putting him over the distance, you know. So, and now I'm happy for the owners. They've shelled out a lot of money for him, and they took the gamble.
Congratulations to both Jackson and Harry, along with connections on those victories. We'd also like to take the time to thank both Robert McComb and the Kennedy family for being in attendance on track. It really is special to keep these traditions alive. And finally at Richmond, there were 2 heats of the Greyhound Racing New South Wales and Richmond Launching Pad Series run, and it was Jason Magri's Zipping Sultan who would clock the fastest time, aptly zipping home in 30 and 46.
But Zipping Sultan, the favourite, drove through, and he had control through the first quarter by 3 over All-Star Punk. They'll follow by We the People to third. A long break in the field. Tab out Sniper. Land More Dollars at the tail of the field. Zipping Sultan let go mid-race. Had it by 7 lengths. We the People's charged into second position. Zipping Sultan clear. He's going to be too good. Zipping Sultan by 2.
Yeah, it is. He hasn't had a 500 since his last one at Wenny, so probably can improve a bit more on his run home next one. So fingers crossed he does. He's a nice young dog. He's starting to learn, so he might develop into something.
The field for Friday night's final will be drawn this week, so be sure to stay tuned to thedogs.com.au for the draw when it goes live. Moving on now to the Riverina, where the Ladbrokes Temora Cup was run on Sunday night, with a strong field assembled for this great regional event. It was a greyhound trained by Dennis Barnes, who only a matter of weeks ago was successful in the Bathurst Gold Cup, who would claim the top honour in Temora.
Nangardiva took off. Nangardiva opened up and raced 4 to Onyx Chief as they flattened. They're clear then from Smart Desire, Kamikaze, Cowlick, but Nangardiva's racing away with the Temora Cup and is too strong for Onyx Chief.
Well, after seeing the emotion on Anne Barnes' face, Dennis's wife, following the victory in Bathurst, we're sure she would have been very happy on Sunday night. We also must make special mention of Anne and Dennis's son-in-law, Chris Spratt, who claimed the maiden event earlier in the night with Boree Bell, making it certainly a great night out for the whole family. Now, in the words of the Pet Shop Boys, go west. And that's exactly what we did on Saturday night for the 6 heats of the Sky Racing Perth Cup, which took place at Tab Touch Park, Cannington. The night would be headlined by the opening heat of the card, where the star from Victoria, Simon Told Helen, would go head-to-head with hometown hero Weston Augie. It would be the Dave Burnett-trained Victorian, though, who would come out on top, after overcoming an awkward start to push through and win by 1 1/4 lengths in a time of 29.74.
Simon Told Helen burst the front out by 2.5 lengths on Werewolf Manelli, then followed by Weston Augie, who runs on as they come towards the corner. Simon Told Helen by 3 lengths. In second place, Weston Augie and also Werewolf Manelli, but Simon Told Helen into the Perth Cup.
Here's how the field will line up for Saturday night's final, with Heat 2 winner Buster the Brute drawing the red, Mermaid Manelli and Venus and Mars boxes 2 and 3 after they claimed heats 3 and 4 respectively. Kiss Me Linda will line up from the blue, while the big name in the race, Simon Told Helen, will jump from the 7 inside Banjo's Girl in the pink. Now for the stayers, Blue Summer Sky would lead the New South Wales bred contingent after transferring to the kennels of Paul Stewart in WA, proving too good to claim Heat 2 in a time of 42.22. His 3rd win over the 7.15 at Cannington since moving over to the west.
Blue Summer Sky on the arm, out by 2 lengths on Laptop Wizard, who won't go away. A further 2 lengths away, West on Violet, Jackpot Jill starting to warm up, and Dinah Gavin heads the rest as they go off the back, and it's Blue Summer Sky only by 1.5 lengths on Laptop Wizard. 3 lengths away, West on Violet, then followed by Jackpot Jill, who needs to get a move on the corner. Blue Summer Sky is in front of Laptop Wizard, who's coming at the leader, but Blue Summer Sky wins a 1/2 length on Laptop Wizard.
Here's how the Sky Racing Galaxy will line up, with Blue Summer Sky drawing the red, Heat 3 winner Flake Manelli the white, Heat 1 winner Grace Ali the yellow, and Verna Bale in the pink. Both finals will be run on Saturday night at Tab Touch Park, Cannington, so be sure to stay tuned to thedogs.com.au for all the news ahead of what is set to be a great night of racing in WA. Next up, thedogs.com.au exclusively brought you the news last week that Greyhound Racing New South Wales and the Gold Muzzle Auctions would partner for another 2 years as of 2020. The inaugural Gold Muzzle Puppy Auction was staged in June 2019 at the Richmond Greyhound Racing Track and attracted a large crowd with over 100 top quality greyhound pups sold. While the pups will be the focal point of the day, there will also be a number of activities taking place, with champion Group 1 winning trainer Anthony Azzopardi in attendance at a trainers forum, along with representatives from Greyhound Racing New South Wales and the Greyhound Welfare and Integrity Commission to field inquiries from participants and new owners, and GAP New South Wales staff on hand to discuss the benefits of adopting a greyhound. For all the information on this year's auction, head to goldmuzzleauctions.com.au today. Another major announcement in New South Wales greyhound racing was made last week, with the biggest development to the Greyhound Racing New South Wales grading policy taking place in over a decade. The new policy aims to create a simpler document to make it easier for participants to understand and to cater for the current greyhound population. Some of the key features out of this policy are that there are now 3 classes of meeting: city, provincial and country, along with 3 distances: short up to 420 metres, the sprint 421 metres to 564 metres, and distance, which is 565 metres and beyond. In the new policy, 4 wins after winning a maiden in a particular distance at provincial meetings will make you a 4th grade, with 2 city wins making you a 4th grade on city and provincial tracks. Given the policy is a large-scale project, it will be implemented over 2 phases, with Phase 1 relevant to New South Wales greyhounds beginning on Monday, March 9, while Phase 2, which will focus on interstate greyhounds, rolling out in 3 to 4 weeks' time. Participants can head to either grnsw.com.au or thedogs.com.au to read the full policy in detail. Finally today on the wrap-up, the build-up toward the 2020 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg Carnival continued at Wentworth Park on Saturday night, with 2 more preludes run. Still Blue, trained by Paul Roach, would clock the fastest prelude time of the night, running 30.05.
Still Blue took up the running by 3 overs Tyson Tanga. They were followed by Good Odds Amani. And then Going Cognito, Oscar Awards, followed up by Snazzy Ethics, and Shetland Can See Them All. Coming to the home turn, and Still Blue has taken off. Led by 5, Tyson Tanga is trying hard to reel it in, but can't. Still Blue goes all the way.
Preludes will continue this Saturday night, so be sure to stay tuned to thedogs.com.au for all form and analysis as we get closer to one of the biggest events here in New South Wales greyhound racing. That's all we have time for in today's episode of The Wrap Up. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you're up to date. Bye for now.